Don here, and welcome to the Showroom Presents. You know, we interview a lot of TV stars and, popular figures around town and around the country, but we seldom get the movie star right here in the studio. And we're here with actress Kate White. Kate, welcome to the Showroom Presents.
Thank you.
Now, you're the star of a film called Sunburn, an intense drama that was recently screened at the Buffalo-Niagara Film Festival.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're talking about an intense story. This is about reality TV, and tell us all about the part you play in and why the film was so exciting.
Well, it was so exciting. Well, I play reality housewives and all that sort of thing on Bravo. So I play a housewife who sort of, at the beginning of the film, seems like she's very nice and, her motives are good, and she becomes corrupted throughout the course of the film, and a tragedy happens, and she doesn't have the response that everyone would think she should have or would have. So she's sort of desperate for fame, and so. Yeah,
and you can't say too much more.
Character.
I know you can't say too much more. Okay, all right.
Exactly.
So you. I can't wait to see it, okay? They wouldn't let me see it first. I don't know why. They want to keep me in suspense and all that. But you have a lot of theater experience, and you've been on television and other films, and you've been a producer, too.
Yes,
which is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds pretty intense by itself,
It
being
is
a producer.
intense. It is intense.
Well, tell me a little bit about your experience, like, on Broadway or off-Broadway, or...
I started in theater, and I went to acting school for theater, and I've done a bunch of stuff in New York, but I've mostly been doing more film and TV lately, the last few years.
Now, are you at the point in your career that you've been discovered, but you're waiting for the big role to be offered to you, or is this sort of the route an aspiring actress goes through? Sometimes it takes years to get the part you really dreamed about.
Right.
Tell me about your journey here in acting. Everyone in Buffalo really wants to know. There's tons of aspiring young actresses out there and actors. They'd like to know more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've been acting since I was a little kid. And I went to acting school in New York, and so it just sort of went on for years and years. And I decided at the age of 22 that I wanted to be serious and do something serious. So I went to school for politics, and I quickly changed my mind and went back to acting. And I ended up doing a lot of producing because I think that's what a lot of actors have to do now, in order to get the roles and get into the, know the people you need to know to get the roles you want to get. So it was sort of out of necessity, really, to be completely honest. But it's really, really interesting to be both in front and behind the camera and sort of know, the entire business that way.
How does that work being on the East Coast like this, and Hollywood is over on the West Coast? What's the challenge there?
Yeah, it used to be a bigger challenge, I think, for people in New York in particular. But it's not so much a challenge anymore because so much TV is now in New York. And some amazing television is in New York, and a lot of stuff is moving to New York. And New York's tax credits for films and independent films are so great that a lot of people are filming in New York. So it's been pretty easy the last few years. It wasn't that way 10 years ago, but it is. Thank God it is now.
Now, I'm going to show a little bit of, I don't understand how the process works. Sunburn was screened at the Buffalo-Niagara Film Festival. So the question is, how do we get to see it?
Oh, that's a good question. That I may not know the answer to.
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out, okay, and then let all of our viewers know, okay?
Okay, excellent.
Because my staff got to see it, but I didn't get to see it, so I'm excited now, okay? I can't wait.
I'm sure there are some ways that online you can as well, because it's a short, so it's not, it's not necessarily going into the normal distribution route.
One more thing I'm sure our viewers want to know. What's it like, because when you watch a movie and it's edited and certain scenes are shot at certain times and all that, but there you are as part of the finished product. Does it sometimes surprise you when you watch the whole movie with your part in it, how the editors and the producer and how they fit everything together so beautifully?
Oh, completely. And you want to keep the editor your good friend. Someone said, a friend of mine is a playwright, and he says that well, a screenwriter really, and he says that a piece has 3 births. It's the birth of the writing, the birth in the acting or the doing, and then the birth in the editing. And so it's sort of reborn 3 times. So by the time you see the final product, it's very different. And I often go, oh, really? They use that one? Oh, interesting. And I thought maybe they would use. I'm always surprised by the stuff they use, but.
Well, Kate, number one, it's wonderful having you in studio. It's a great honor and a privilege. And I want to you make one more promise.
Yes.
When you become an international star, you'll still come back here and do an interview with us.
Absolutely. I'll come back to the show.
You got it. We have it on tape. Or Scout's Honor, however you do it. Okay.
Scout's Honor.
All right, great. Thank you again for joining us, and thank you for joining us on the Showroom Presents.
We need a new couple on MSC. What do you say? You want to come play with me?
I'd love to be here.
Pales fail. You got to work on your man tan.
Why do you want to be on the show?
I think it would be fun.
Laura and Patty are tanking. You need to do something, light a fire.
It's about the foundation.
Patty.
Oh, God.
Patty. I'm not here. Come on, follow.
Is it true? Stop, where am I? Kevin! You have to stop this now.
Are you gonna be okay?
Look, everybody has these petty little dramas in their lives. It is our job to bring them to the viewer.
You said that this would be fun.
No, you did. This will destroy them. You get that? Talk about starting a fire, but this is gonna burn them alive!
You care about her.
Why'd you pick us?
Because you were real.